All right, guys, what's up? Welcome back. It's been a little bit since we've done a live feed here, so much so that my colors are even off. I'm going to change my color right now. Hold on. Let me hit this. There we go. Now we got some light. What's up, guys? When you are logging on, say hello. Tell me where you're coming in from, where you're joining us from. I always give it a few minutes for everybody to get logged on, get the notification so you know we're live. We have the official start to the season coming up this weekend at the Arnold Sports Festival. So as you are logging in, comment, say hi. This is on about, I think it's like a 30-second delay or so. So I will wait for your comments to come in. This is going to be very much a just interactive live. We're going to talk a little bit. We got Chicago, we got Michigan, we got Tampa. Yeah, see you this weekend. Yeah, that's something too. If you guys are going to the Arnold, type it into the comments. Let me know you're going to be there. Let me know if you'll be joining us, what days you'll be there, what you're planning on going to see. I will be there the whole weekend. I am flying out tomorrow morning. Getting around 3-ish, I think. And then we have the athlete meet and greet tomorrow night. The competition, the amateur competition starts tomorrow. And then we have the Friday and Saturday shows as well. We got Vegas. I'm in Vegas too. Whenever you see this in the background, I'm in Vegas. So if you don't see my step and repeat, then I'm in Vegas. If you got the step and repeat behind me, then I'm in Virginia. That's your tell right there. One of the beautiful things about being in Vegas is that almost anywhere you want to go, you can get really good flights and they're direct. So I'm excited about that. Hopefully we won't have any issues with the plane crashing. Cross your fingers, knock on some wood. The last flight that I was on had terrible turbulence, like to the point where I was actually praying. I'm like, oh, Lord. Yeah, so about viewing it online, I think it was the Arnold. It might have been the Olympia. To be honest with you, I can't remember. It used to always be live streamed on bodybuilding.com. So like the first shows I ever watched were on live stream on bodybuilding.com. They were great. They were great live streams. They did a really good job. And that was freaking, 2008? Something like that. A long time ago. Dating myself here. Yeah, it's one of the best live streams you're going to find out there. Hands down. Third time at the Arnold. Awesome. Yeah, it's my favorite too. Of all the shows that I go to every year, the Arnold is my favorite. The Arnold is my favorite. Yeah. The only Arnold that I missed was during the 2020 COVID year, because literally everything shut down the day before the Arnold. If you guys remember that year, like all the hotels canceled reservations. The entire expo was canceled literally a day before the show. A day before the show. That's crazy. We had a whole group of people going and everything too, and we all had to cancel. That's really, I think that's the only one that I've missed since I started going. I've been going since 2012. Is that the first year I went? I think it was 2012 was the first year I went. But yeah, I've been going every year. It is my favorite show. It's just like, I like that everything's in one spot. You don't really have to go outside if you don't want to. Thank God, because I think this weekend is supposed to be really, really cold. Depends. Being March in Ohio, sometimes it's nice out and sometimes it's not. This year, the weather forecast is not very nice. So everything's inside. All the hotels are connected by skywalks usually. I try to get the Hilton if I can, which I am this year. But yeah, it's going to be fun. So I am covering it for media. So the reason why I wanted to do this live stream tonight is I want to hear from you guys. Type in, comment. Let me know what you want me to cover. Clearly, I'm going to go live during the prejudging, both Friday and Saturday. During that time, what I do is I'm going to go live right here on my YouTube channel, but it's going to be my face to camera. So you guys can comment in just like you're doing right now. You can come in just like you are right now. I can see those comments as they come in, but you're only going to see my face. when I live stream. You're not going to see the actual stage. And I'm going to commentate on what's going on stage. What most people do that follow me is they will watch the official live stream for the actual visual, and then they'll listen to me for the commentary. So that tends to be a really good match. So that's what I would suggest you do. Log on to both. Mute the one that you have for the official broadcast and then listen to me. It works. Well, someday they'll hire me. Who knows? Someday they'll actually hire me. But hey, at least I've got media passes. So that means I'll be right smack dab front and center. You guys know, if you've ever seen me at these shows, I am one of the first people there because I get the closest seat to the center, to the head judge, as I possibly can, because I want to have the best possible view. And literally I sit right behind Tyler or Sandy or whoever is in that head judge seat for all of the divisions. So I will go live during prejudging for sure. And then what I typically do at finals is I typically take video of routines and things like that, post them on IG, save them for YouTube. I am going to do more YouTube videos after this weekend. So that's another reason why I wanted to get some input from you. So if you're here listening right now, or if you're watching this after it's been reposted or something like that, tell me some things that you'd like to see. I do plan on going to the athlete meet and greet tomorrow. And I will do interviews. What I've done in the past is done it on my Spotify channel. I'm not going to do that this year. This year, I'm going to actually take video and do it right there. And I will upload it after the meet and greet. So tell me who you want to hear from, who you want me to talk to. What questions you want me to ask them. This is for you guys, right? You guys are the ones watching it. So I want to hear from you what you want to know. So again, this is your opportunity. Stick it in the comments. Let me know who you want me to talk to, what you want me to ask them. From any of the divisions, really, because I'll be there. I'll try to get as many people as I can. That meet and greet goes really, really quickly. And I try to get, like when I go talk to the girls, I try to go get, 5 to 10 minutes worth of interview for them. But that's actually taking up a lot of their time because it's like, I don't know, it's only a couple of hours for the actual meet and greet. Actually, I can probably pull that up and share the screen. Let's see. Okay. Here is the official Arnold website. So let's go to Sketchball. Okay, so tomorrow we have the athlete meet and greet from 7 to 9 right here. So it goes by really, really fast, those 2 hours. So again, I try to hit as many people as I can, but they all have, lines of fans and stuff like that too. So sometimes it's not possible. I do my best. I usually stay there to the very end. There's usually 1 or 2 girls that stick to the very, very end of the whole thing, so I can get some footage from them, that kind of thing. So that's what I'll be doing Thursday. And sorry, I see a comment here. No requests. I love your commentary. I have a lot from you. I also actually think there's also mentioning improvements you see from the 2024 season. Cool. Angelica and how she feels about her retirement. Yeah, I feel like I can most likely get Angelica. I did interview Angelica last year. So likely I'll be able to get her again. She's just such a nice person. Like, she really is. She's been a great ambassador for the sport. And I hope that even with her retiring, I hope she continues to stay very active. She's just a really good person to look up to in the sport. And, even though I mentioned, as far as predictions are concerned, I don't see her being in the top 5. That doesn't matter at this point. At this point, it's just, she's just a really good person for the sport in general, Texas, Ariana Brothers, and Jordan. Well, we'll definitely talk to Jordan. Jordan and I are going to do a live podcast. We are going to do that on Friday at 3:30 in the afternoon, Ohio, Columbus time. I've had a few people ask me where that's going to be taking place. It may not be actually open to the public because it's going to depend on where we're able to set up. I'm going to try to do it in the lobby of the Hilton, but it just gets so busy there sometimes. We may have to go up into our rooms or something along that line in order to get it done. So it will be live. The actual podcast will be live. We're going to live broadcast it here on YouTube, just like I'm doing right now, like this. So I do encourage you to join us. Again, 3:30 in the afternoon on Friday. So I do encourage you to join us at that time. Ask questions because it will be prior to her actually going on stage on Saturday. Love when I talk about how the suits fit. Yeah, that's something that So here's the thing, guys. Obviously I'm a coach in this industry and all that kind of stuff, competitor as well. So I look at it from the vantage point of every angle. Like I look at it from the vantage point of an athlete, a coach, a suit designer, a posing coach. I see it from all vantage points, right? And there's nobody else that really does that. So that's why you get, in my opinion, really good commentary from me. That's why you all listen to me and why you have listened to me for 4 years at this point, do this stuff. Because I bring to it what you want to know as a competitor so you can grow and you can get better. I am curious to see what is rewarded. I have some thoughts in my head. I did do my prediction video. So if you didn't see that, I did that last week. So you can check that out. It is posted here on the YouTube channel. So you can check that out. I have some thoughts as how I think it's going to go, but we won't know until they all show up on stage, right? We won't know until then. So as we're going through this as well, if you see up in the corner there, I'm going to stop sharing so you can see it. So if you see up in the corner here, this QR code, go ahead and scan that and join my free webinar. It's a free webinar. I am going to be launching a fit model course. Okay. So let me actually share that page with you as well so you can see that. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let me find it. Here it is. So this is the the page for the free webinar. So just sign up for this. It is free. You'll see me when you actually join the webinar, and we'll talk through all of the things you need to know when it comes to what this course is going to involve. But if you guys have been listening to any of my podcasts, any of the things I've put out since the Fit Model division has been released, it is my goal to become like the go-to person for Fit Model. So this is the start of it right here. Those who do get in on this particular course are going to be on the ground level, and we're going to build this division together. So I'm really, really super excited about this. So do click on that QR code there. The link is also in the description box here on YouTube, so you can click on that, register that way. It's just your email, and then we'll do the actual webinar after the Arnold on Tuesday. Okay. So let's go back to the schedule on the Arnold here. I'd love to hear about how teammates do with competing against each other and if any insecurities come up. To be honest with you, I've done this. I have competed on the same stage as my own client. So for those of you that paid attention, like when I did Georgia, I competed with one of my own clients. I competed on stage in the same class with Jennifer. I freaking love it. I was on stage actually screaming critiques at her on how to pose because she was in the second call out and she didn't hear me, unfortunately, but I was literally on stage telling her how to twist and turn from the side diagonal. So, at the end of the day, most of us that are in this sport realize that we only have control over what we have control over, right? We don't have control over what the judges choose that day. We don't have control over how everybody else shows up. So all we can do is present our very best. So at the end of the day, we want to do our best, but we also want our friends and all that kind of stuff to do their best too. So I personally have not experienced any kind of backstabbing or jealousy or anything like that myself. I'm sure it happens. Don't get me wrong. I'm sure it happens. But in general, we all realize that it's not us versus them. We can't control that. So why be upset about something we have no control over? You know what I mean? My 2 cents anyway. Hope to join your webinar. I'm switching to Fit Model 2. Awesome. Yeah, I'm super excited about this Fit Model thing. I've mentioned it several times. I'm switching. I kind of wish I could compete this year. I wish they had it in the Pro League this year because I'm in that spot right now where I feel like if I dieted for like 4 weeks, I could go on stage. I've kept my body composition really, really pretty good this off season. So it's exciting. It's exciting to see how this is going to evolve. I know we did just have the first pro qualifier. I think the judges got it 100% right. It was Angie that won her pro card, the very first Fit Model pro card. And just watching the videos that I've seen, the photos that I've seen, I 100% agree with this particular choice. Do I think she is the perfect Fit Model person? No, I think we're still going to see the division evolve. I think we're going to see things get better. I think she's going to get better, those kinds of things. But it's a good start. It's a really good start to the division. What people don't realize is this particular division absolutely needs muscle still, because you can't have high sitting glutes and that don't jiggle and shake without muscle, right? Conditioning is a tricky thing. You don't want to be too hard, don't want to be too soft, and you need to have some good muscle density in order to actually achieve that. So I'm really excited to see how this goes. For Fit Model Weekend this weekend, so I'm not going to do a full review on that yet. I've thought about it, but I kind of didn't want to take away from the Arnold Weekend yet. And I do want to see some more Fit Model people get on stage first. I think a lot of people are jumping to conclusions about this particular division just based on the 3 shows that we've had so far. But again, like I mentioned with Angie, I don't think she's specifically the ideal. However, she has been the best to show up so far. And I think she's setting a good example. So before I start really reviewing and critiquing a lot of these shows, I want to see more competitors, because the other thing you got to realize is that that show that Emily Chanel won had 4 competitors in it. The one before that Angie won had like 10 competitors in it. I don't know how many the Japan show had, but it wasn't much more than that. So we need to get some more people on stage and see some more bodies first. But overall, like I said, I will say that I did 100% agree with the decision as far as the pro card. I'm excited to see how it looks once we have some more girls on stage, like when we're looking at like Junior USA and things like that. So I'm kind of biding my time. If you pay attention to anything that I post or any of the podcasts that we've done, I talk a lot about the criteria. I lived through bikini in 2015. So I know what the criteria was back then. I understand what it was very, very well because I was a part of it. So what we have seen so far is, I think that the girls that we've seen, I'll just make it very basic. The girls that we've seen so far, some of them don't have enough muscle, specifically density in the glutes. Some of them are coming in too conditioned, too lean. And then we also have to remember this is a model division. So we have to have a beautiful, polished look from head to toe. It's very, very important. The suit, hair, makeup, and posing is incredibly important in this particular division. Okay. It was back in 2015 bikini as well. So you got to have that it factor, period. We've seen a few people that have that, not a lot. We've seen a handful, but I still think that that we can see a lot more of this develop as the girls get more confident in what they're putting on stage, because again, it's brand new. So it's hard to be like super 100% confident that you're doing the right thing when we know that the actual division itself is brand new, right? So as we get more settled into the criteria, I think we're going to see the confidence and that wow factor start coming out a little bit more, you know. Do you think now that Fit Model, the bikini girls will start coming in even harder, more jacked? I don't necessarily think that they're going to do that on purpose, but I do think we are likely going to see bikini get a little bit bigger, like reward a little bit bigger. Not necessarily get bigger, but reward bigger and reward harder, because if they are not that direction, they're going to go lean more towards Fit Model, right? So there's going to have to be a delineation between the two divisions. And again, going back to, we did talk about this on the podcast as well. This has happened across the board. Anytime they add a new division onto the division that was there prior, tends to get bigger and harder. Like look at figure, right? Figure back when I first started competing in it was less muscle, less conditioned than bikini is today. When they added bikini in, figure started going up, right? So I feel like that's going to kind of be the same scenario here. I think we're going to see Fit Model, as it evolves, become a little bit more muscular, not necessarily more conditioned, because right now the girls are coming in really lean from what I've seen so far, which I don't necessarily think is the right thing. But I do think that bikini will likely still continue to grow as well. I think it's going to get a little bit more round, a little more bubbly, a little fuller density, all of the things. So we'll see. That may not play out like that, but just based on the history of the sport and how every division has evolved, that's how every division has evolved. I think that what we see this weekend at the Arnold is going to be a good indicator of how this may start taking off from here. So take that for what it's worth. I am very curious to see how it gets rewarded this weekend. There is no fit model this weekend at all. So I am curious to see how bikini gets rewarded, if it's going to make any kind of impact at all. And I'm going to have a front row seat for that. So let's go back to the schedule so that we know what we're doing for the schedule here. All right, here it is. So here's our schedule for Friday. Let's go. We got. So here's where we start with the prejudging here. So we got classic physique, fitness, and wellness prejudging. Okay, all starts at 12:30. I will be there for prejudging. I will be covering fitness because I have one of my sponsored athletes in fitness. Andrea Glass will be in fitness, and I will be covering wellness as well. So I will be doing live feeds for both of those. Okay, so I'll be doing live feeds for both fitness and for wellness. Like I mentioned, I will be face to camera for that. But you will be able to see all that. I'm going to definitely video fitness for my client or my sponsored athlete, Andrea, so we can get her individual routine and all that fun stuff too. So I'll definitely have some video from that as well. And I will definitely go live here on YouTube for the prejudging, for the comparisons and call outs. That's one beautiful thing about the Arnold being an invitational, that prejudging is not going to be several hours long. It's very short, which is fantastic. And then we got Saturday. So Saturday, we'll scroll down. We have men's physique prejudging and bikini prejudging, both starting at 11. Again, I will be covering bikini prejudging live. Now, with that said, let's go back here because I forgot to go over the evenings shows. So we have finals here. I will also be at finals both Saturday and Sunday. So bodybuilding finals we have starting at 7 on Saturday. I think it's 7 on Friday too. Let me just pull it up so you can see it. Yep, 7. So here's your finals for Friday. So I'll be at both of those. And to be honest, I don't really have a lot of things planned for Sunday. I am going to be there, and I'm going to go to the expo and try to just get some more footage, some more interviews, things like that. So this is, again, where if you're here on this live feed or if you're watching this later and you want to put your 2 cents in as far as what you'd like me to actually cover, please do. Go ahead and type it into the comments and tell me what you'd like me to try to go and look into and all that kind of fun stuff during the expo timeframe too. So like I said, I'll be there prejudging for both Friday and Saturday. I'll be at the Arnold meet and greet on Thursday. Jordan and I will be doing a podcast live at 3:30 on Friday. I'll be at finals both nights, Friday and Saturday. Okay, so that's where you're going to get coverage from me. Now, as I mentioned, let's go ahead and flip over to the Fit Model webinar. That's what the QR code is up there in the corner. The link is also in the description box here on YouTube. This is a free webinar. Go ahead and sign up for it right here. You can click on that. All you got to do is put your name and email address in there. They get you signed up for it, and then you just can attend. It's done on Zoom, so it's really easy. And we'll go over what this course is going to involve for you so that you can get a head start on this division. So with that, any other questions? Anything? Go ahead. I'm going to leave this open for a few minutes. If you guys have anything that you'd like me to cover this weekend at the Arnold, who do you want me to talk to? Maybe it's somebody that we haven't even talked about. Is there guys? Are there guys you want me to talk to? I never talk to the guys. It's terrible. I know. I'm sorry. Sorry, boys. Not my thing. Sorry. So yeah, it's posted. The Arnold preview is posted. I did it last week. I think it was Tuesday last week, and it's on there. It's on my YouTube. Let me see. I can pull up my editor thing right now. I'll tell you exactly. Yep, it was streamed on February 13th. So it was actually 2 weeks ago. Oh man, this time flies by fast. I didn't even realize. I thought I did it last week. It was not last week. It was the week before. So yeah, it was Arnold Classic Bikini International Preview Live. So if you can, I don't know if you can see that right there. Right there. What else, guys? What else? I'm going to leave this open for just a few more minutes. And of course, this will go back up and repost. So if you think of something later that you want me to cover, come back and comment on the reposted video. And then I can go back through and make sure that I cover it. If you've got questions, you can actually, if you have questions for Jordan and I too, for our podcast, feel free to put those in. You can add those as well. And like I said, if you come on live with me at the actual expo, you're going to have comments available. So you can ask questions while we're there actually streaming live. Okay. And just realize the comments come in approximately, I think it's like 30-second delay or something like that. So if I don't answer you right away, that's why. Yeah, what's her name? I always want to call her Stacy, but isn't it Stasia or something like that is her name that won last year? If I can get a hold of her, I will. Again, going back to, I'm not going to promise that I'm going to get to anybody, but put your requests in, and those that are highly requested will be on the top of my list of people I'm going to try and get with, right? All right. Well, I'm going to end this out. But like I said, grab that QR code or link in the bio and sign up for the free webinar for Fit Model. Stay tuned tomorrow. We will start our coverage tomorrow. Yes, I'll see you there. Yeah, if you see me, come say hi. Introduce yourself. The best way to introduce yourself if I've never actually met you in person is to tell me what your screen name was, because then I'll put 2 and 2 together. I tell people all the time, like DM me on Instagram, and then I'll know who you are, right? So, prep rain already. That's funny. All right, guys, have a great night. We will see you in Columbus, Ohio. Safe travels to everyone that's heading up there. I know some people are heading up there today. Some people are already there today. I had too much work to do. Otherwise, I would have gone up today myself. But I had back-to-back clients all day. So I'm going to get my stuff packed up and ready to go. And we'll see you there in Ohio. And the official kickoff to the season. This is the official kickoff. And I'm looking forward to it. So, again, comment. Let me know what you're looking for me to cover and ask and talk about and all those fun things. And we will see you this weekend. All right, guys. Here we go. Let's have some fun.